Welcome to the Valt podcast. We are your car culture cultivators, and we got the regular crew here today. Shaun, how are you doing?
What's up, everybody? Good
Joe,
to see you.
Good.
Hello.
VJ?
Hey, Happy New Year. Again.
VJ got another car. We'll talk about that later.
Ooh,
Later.
yes.
It's French.
We talked about it a little bit last week, but we could actually unveil.
But now it's right there.
It is right there.
Ooh
Yeah.
la la.
Joe, what's going on in the car world right now? What are our current
Yeah.
events?
So we're starting off the podcast with some stupid news, unfortunate news.
Yeah, sad news.
The next generation GTI Mark 8.5 will no longer have a manual transmission for 99.998% of
the world?
its buying demographic.
Oh.
Um,
Is
they're
it going to
buying
be
it
offered
for the
anywhere? Is it globally no more manual? Or is it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to be, they're going to develop a manual just for Europe because usually they develop manuals for US.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely they'll do it for the 8.5. Yeah. So it's
Sad.
going to be just the DSG, which is a pretty good transmission.
Yeah.
But people buy the GTI for that manual experience.
It's one of the things I see at the beginning of every year is the list from Drive or Jalopnik or something that's like all of the manufacturers that are still making manual cars, and there was like 15 notable cars last year. I'm sure. I wonder how many enthusiast cars are going to be sold in manual transmissions.
Well, it's crazy to see. I mean, how popular they still are in the enthusiast market. But
Yeah.
I guess when it comes to overall sales,
In total volume, it's so
Yeah.
low. I mean, it's like the GR86, Toyota GR86 or whatever, the updated FRS, and a bunch of other sports car updates. The Supra, everything's been slumping like crazy.
Yeah.
Those enthusiast market, mid market.
yeah, I think the
Mirage.
Super sales went down like almost 50%.
Yeah, crazy amount.
Yeah.
Even GR Corolla's prices are starting to come down, which makes me think that they're not selling as fast as they
I'm sure a lot of this is also just the market at large. I mean, everybody
Yeah.
had like fraud money for the last 3 years, so
Well, and not to mention is people were pretty tired of dick dealerships.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That was a pain in the ass.
So that means there might be some good deals out there.
Probably, I have a feeling, we've been saying this for a little bit, but I have a feeling the next year is probably going to be an okay time to be a buyer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, all the sellers of interesting stuff are still stuck in 2021, I think. But
Yeah. If a manual GTI came available, like a new one, Mark 8, I would totally consider buying one if it was a discount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do look pretty good.
Yeah, and they apologized about the capacitive touch UI UX, and they're going to fix it with adding more buttons this time.
Yeah, of
So
course.
it's going to be
You
less
think they would
annoying.
want to add
That'd be
the
nice.
buttons and the manual transmission together before they say goodbye to the manual transmission, so they
Yeah.
get like a good like voodoo for Mark 8? Because like way back when Mark 8 was unveiled, our podcast was talking about how no one's going to want to buy them because Mark 7.5s are all manual and have buttons, and Mark 8s, the market's going to tank on them because they're all capacitive, but you get the manual still. Now it's like everything is fucked because
Yeah.
you get the buttons, but you only get DSG.
Yeah,
They've
and
kind
this
of
is
screwed
probably going to
themselves.
be the last gas-powered Golf as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that makes sense.
It's all going, like, is it going to be all just e-Golf, or is it just going to be the Golf mark?
Yeah,
and
just
it's
guessing.
only-
I can see like
Hybrid?
a GTE,
Hybrid?
Yeah.
like a GTE.
Yeah, it is interesting. A lot of companies have, a lot of dealerships, I guess I don't know about companies, but a lot of dealerships I've seen have, in the last couple of months, been shifting all of their advertising from EVs to hybrids.
It's hybrids, yeah.
It's crazy. Like I remember there was that period for last year where it was like every ad on TV was an EV, a new EV, and now it's like a
Now
new
there's
hybrid.
too much stock to move.
Yeah,
sitting
too
in the lots.
saturated.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the other side of all of this is the EV surplus issue.
Yeah.
So you were saying Hertz, something up with the Hertz fleet of EVs?
Yeah,
Yes,
speaking of good
VJ
deals.
found this one.
Yeah, speaking of good deals, Hertz, like a couple of years ago, they announced a huge investment into the EV market by like buying up a lot of Teslas.
Mm-hmm.
They initially claimed that they'll buy hundreds of thousands of Teslas. I don't know how much they actually bought.
Sounds like Rivian and Amazon.
Yeah. But they ended up buying a whole bunch. But now they've found out that demand for them is not as much as expected. And EVs, as we know, cost a lot more to repair
Yeah.
because of the way they're built and stuff.
Well, the unibody the whole unibody thing, or what is it?
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
expensive,
different things, like because their supply chains are not as mature as gas-powered cars.
And battery
service
replacements,
centers are
right?
fewer. Yeah. Service
Who's
centers are
running
fewer.
the rental car market? I mean, if you think about it, during the pandemic, at the beginning of the pandemic, they figured, hey, you know what? We're going to sell off all of our inventory because things are going to be so slow, and people aren't going to need cars.
And then there was a massive demand for
There's a massive demand for rental cars.
Yeah.
models. And so then they say, hey,
We're gonna buy
a bunch of
20,000 Model
EVs.
3s.
It's like, and
It's
now
like
they're gonna.
it's like the airline business. I think that the rental car business and the airline business are probably two of the worst businesses to have to exist.
so
in.
much capital.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're going to sell off 20,000 EVs, and there's some great deals out there.
Tons.
like-
You can get a Model 3 for under 20 grand, right?
yeah,
For like $12,000.
like with the EV tax credit, used EV tax credit, you can get one for 14,000, as low as 14,000.
I mean, that's a good deal. With what kind of mileage though?
63,000 one I saw.
That's not bad.
That's not
And
bad.
an
I would
EV
buy that.
And an EV cannot be abused like a gas car, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
drivetrain, there's no transmission.
Yeah,
You cannot
yeah.
over rev the engine.
It would
So
just be like body or frame damage.
yeah,
if
just
anything.
interior stuff that might get damaged, but the powertrain will be super nice.
You buy a $14,000 Model 3 and like replace the steering wheel and the seats.
I guarantee you, if I put $14,000 in front of you, you are not going to go buy an EV.
Yeah, but
Guaranteed.
this is consumer advice. So.
This is consumer advice. Yeah, this is not
So
robbery.
20,000 EVs out there.
You give me $14,000, I'm going to buy 17 rusty E30 shells.
Yeah,
Or
just
like-
burn it.
Or 5 Peugeot 405s.
Yeah. And then on the EV side of things, again, what's going on with Formula E? VJ, you were saying something about
Oh
Formula
yeah,
E.
like
their
yeah,
influencers
AI
and
is
stuff?
all the buzz right now, and all the companies are trying to capitalize on it. So there's a Formula E team called Mahindra Racing, and what they did recently was they instated an AI influencer as a representative ambassador for the
So
racing
totally
thing.
digital influencer.
Yeah, like
so they
just
built like a Instagram page for like a.
for an AI generated woman who would go to the events that they have races at and speak about it and stuff like that. So it's like super cringy AI influencer thing that
Yeah.
they started, and like the whole internet exploded. And they
With
said like,
memes about it.
yeah, they said like you'd rather make an AI than hire a woman in motorsport.
Ooh.
that is such a dude thing to do.
That's
Yeah.
bad PR.
They'd be like, oh, it'll be cheap. We don't have to worry about a person.
And like
Create-
all the motorsport creators went,
Create
crazy
a
on
woman to market
But-
is crazy.
Yeah, insane.
But I did see a picture of her, and she might get it. I'd bang her.
oh,
It's like an iPhone situation.
Eunice!
It
Like the whole
doesn't
argument
count.
was-
She's AI.
Eunice, come get your man.
It doesn't count. It is AI.
It is AI,
there's
man.
like
the whole
nothing there.
argument was like there's so little diversity in the motorsport
Yeah.
paddock. So and they still
And
won't
there's
hire a
a
woman.
pretty significant market of like woman car influencers out there who would probably pretty well suited to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they immediately canceled it 2 days later.
2 days?
Yeah, it lasted 2 days.
Wow,
Wow.
that is a major
fast.
product failure.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
A lot of money downstream.
Yeah, by the way, for anybody watching this, if you are in the Bay Area, you should stop on by.
We're not looking for an AI woman, are we?
We're not, if you're in the Bay Area,
No,
we are
if you
not
want-
looking for an AI influencer or an influencer.
If you
of
want
any
to feel
kind.
something real,
But if you want to feel something real
Whoa.
and come out to an event, you should come out to our Sundays on Solano. They happen every month in Berkeley on Solano Ave.
Every third Sunday.
Every third Sunday of the month.
One is coming up very soon. Not to mention our first drive of the year is happening very soon as well. So stay tuned for that stuff. That's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun.
If you're ever just like generally out here and want to do a drive or come to a Cars and Coffee or anything like that, hit us up on the Instagram or DM us anywhere
click
else.
the link in bio.
Click the link in bio.
There you go.
Come out to one of our things.
Yeah.
We do cool
It's gonna
things
have
like
like a
membership
pop-up
packets
over
for
here.
people.
Yeah,
Those-
hopefully.
We're sending out those soon. So, considering none of us is going to go buy a Tesla Model 3 with $14,000,
I'm out.
we're probably going to put that money into our projects. What's going on with everybody's projects right now?
Yeah, so my green wagon, the one I bought maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months
Explode.
ago. Yeah, something
Explodio.
happened, like a transmission fluid line burst or something, and leaked a whole bunch of fluid, smoked too much to be driven, so it got towed to my friend's shop. It's fixed now. I just got the text today, so I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow.
Nice.
And that'll all be good.
I was worried when I saw that photo. I was
Yeah,
like,
it'll be
no.
fine. It was fine. It was just, it'll be fixed.
Actually, if I had $14,000, I'd buy that car.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's a great car. But in other news, I did test drive an E39 M5 today.
You've been talking about this for like 2 years.
Last week, my 2024 goal is to buy one. And I just happened to be at a client's place today detailing, and there was one in there.
What's the spec? You should buy the LBI limited one. LBI's
Yeah,
got
that's-
another green
probably
tan
ch-
E39.
That's super nice, but it's probably too much money.
Oh, it's probably like, it was AEG that sells those things, or
I bet. I mean, if it's not 80 grand, it's probably going to be
probably
like
over 80.
yeah. That's not worth it then. But like it's Imola red with
cool.
black and Imola red interior.
That's
You
cool.
get pulled over like a motherfucker.
Yeah, right. 69,000
But
miles.
you're gonna look good doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, low
It's
miles.
the center. The red is like a center contrast.
yeah.
With black exterior
Imola red
seats.
inserts black
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Same exact interior spec as my dad's old E39.5. Red is not my first choice.
Oh,
but
I didn't realize your dad's old E39 had red interior.
Yeah, it was.
Was it blue, red, or what was
no silver with black on the
Ah.
outside, red on the inside.
That's a cool spec. That's a very
yeah.
like C2.
So are you
Corvette
buying
spec.
it?
It's not for sale technically yet.
Okay.
But the guy is most likely going to sell it. So I am giving him like a range of dollars that I'd be willing to pay
Willing
for
to
the car.
pay, yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe in a month or something it'll be mine. But who knows? I'm not sure how long this will take. But I drove it today. It's pretty good. It needs a lot of work. But yeah, those are my updates for
Good.
the day, the week.
We've got a E34 M5 coming into inventory tomorrow. It's a Canadian market E34. It's a
Oh,
cool
really?
car.
Nice.
What year?
91.
Oh, so it's a 3.6 Euro car.
Yeah, it's
So-
not a 3.8.
So for context, why don't you give the audience a little bit of insight about what you guys are working on?
Oh yeah, so I just like 10 days ago launched a new business with a couple partners. We're like a specialty collector car dealership. We sell all kinds of things, but a lot of our inventory ends up being, like vintage Ferraris and Porsches and BMWs and the stuff that my two business partners, have kind of worked with and on their entire life. And yeah, got a lot of cool shit in there.
Sweet, dude.
We got a random cold email with a 962 Porsche, which was cool, that we're hoping to find a home for. Really interesting. We got a list of like 30 cars now that we're sourcing or pulling into inventory in the next couple months.
Nice.
And we just might have a F50 on the line too
Ooh,
for
man.
somebody, which is pretty cool.
Do you do financing?
No, with what money?
Do you have the CarMax policy of 24-hour
Yeah.
rent?
You don't like it? Get 30 days
Yeah. You can
to
get
drive
back.
it?
Yeah, you can get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take a F50 for 30 days.
Right.
Yeah, it's really cool. These guys are, decades of experience in this industry with like really interesting cars and clients, and I'm excited to see what happens with it this year.
Yeah.
Just getting it off the ground. It's we're really bootstrapping it entirely. So, yeah. E34 M5, if you want one, hit me up.
E39?
E34.
Oh. Well, if you find an
We
E39,
could probably find-
I know a guy.
Yeah. Give me that commission. I don't have any project updates though. I haven't even moved my E30 in like a month. Yikes. Still missing a lug nut. I'm not kidding. It is actually missing a lug nut.
It's that meme again. Like
Yeah.
that feeling when you borrow your friend's lug nuts without asking or informing them.
Shaun, you
So-
probably have some updates coming.
Yeah,
soon, right?
so we finally started removal of the motor
On the
on
240.
the
It's
Z.
right. It says it.
Yeah, it came in the end. So as by removing the motor, you mean you took the hood off?
We took the hood and the radiator out. That's about it.
Oh, the radiator,
And we,
that's the thing.
meaning just Ivan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I did help take the hood off. But yeah, we did start.
It's a two-man job. I hope so.
We're going to start them. Well, we've begun at least the process
Yeah.
of finally doing the motor and that. We've almost got the wiring done in the Mercedes in the 450 SLC. So that should be.
I know you were
coming
saying like
actually-
January, February.
Yeah, very soon.
December, yeah.
We're actually looking at. I actually talked with Scott about a steering wheel.
Oh, cool. From
So we're
Renown.
going to do from Renown.
Nice.
So sourcing one of those, as well as I think I'm going to relocate the e-brake. Kind of have one of those.
Oh, you're gonna get like a drift. Dude, you gotta get a sequential. If you're gonna do that, you gotta get a sequential.
I thought about that. That's too much.
that'd be
That's too
cool.
much. Yeah.
Oh.
Dude,
Yeah.
Sean's
It's too
update.
much, bro.
Sean's
It's
project
too much.
update for February 23rd, 2024 is that Sean's dead.
Bro,
That's Sean's
I know-
update.
that
Sean
thing-
got his
Drifted his
SLC
SLC.
on January 20 or February 22nd and died on
that
February
thing's
23rd.
literally when I start it up and take my first drive, it's going to explode.
With your luck,
gonna
yeah,
explode.
yeah, you're gonna run over the ECU.
And that's another story.
So that's exciting. I can't
BJ,
wait.
what do you have going on?
Ooh, yeah. So last week
He's got a whole new. He doesn't have a project, but he's got a whole new car
Whole new
update.
car.
like
man.
I usually take like 5 years to research and buy a car.
This year, you bought like 3 cars in the last year.
Yeah, 2. So like this one was like an impulse purchase.
Yeah,
A friend of mine.
clearly.
I have a French friend who I've been talking to, about 205 GTIs, and then I was also actively looking at those, but they were almost like creeping out of my budget range, and they're like 15-20K these days.
Yeah.
So that's when he sent me this amazing deal of a 405 MI16, which is a better engine than a 205 GTI, but in a 4-door shape, and the car weighs 100 pounds less than my Cayman. And this came up for like
That's
a
pretty
super.
light.
Yeah, it's kept like in a very good condition. It was kept in a very good
the
condition
French.
by a mechanic guy. So I just picked it up. Like I saw it
Smoking cigarettes.
the next day after he posted it. I just picked it up, and yeah,
Wow.
it made it all the way here.
Yeah, I just glanced at it on my way in, but I have to take a look at it.
It
I
looks
looked at the dash.
black in the
it
dark light,
green?
but it's like a
like
British
a
racing green.
Aquamarine.
That's what I thought. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it interior black leather or cloth? Or?
It's black leather.
Yeah, nice.
It's very comfy being a French car, but it moves really nicely. Like it's super delicate and turns in beautifully. It's like a sports sedan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it front wheel drive?
it is, but shockingly good turn in.
Yeah, I mean, they really mastered their front wheel drive.
Is there a differential in it at all, or is it just open?
Peugeot and Citroen.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Interested to find out.
Magnesium valve covers.
So
Let's go
really?
test it.
Is it? Are they all the paint all gone?
Yeah, it's
on them?
all.
Don't you
corroded.
have to treat magnesium valve covers with different paint or something, and it corrodes?
Yeah,
really
it's 200.
Yeah, magnesium is delicate.
So it had a recent engine rebuild, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, that's good. That's a lot.
Yeah,
more
that's the
important
best
than-
405 MI16 probably in the
The
entire.
last Peugeot that was sold in the US.
Yeah,
Really,
it's
the
probably one of
405?
the best.
Oh, I didn't know that was
It was-
a USDM car.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
sold in California.
Did they ever
Oh,
sell
cool.
Peugeots in the U.S.?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That-
For
we
very
just-
very
until
very
US
short
Oh,
Oh,
amount.
yes.
This
okay,
was the
sorry, I
very
misheard.
last model year of Peugeot.
Yeah, they sold
The only
sedans,
reason
they
I
sold
know
wagons.
They sold them as my grandpa, apparently, he's funny, he's a Navy mechanic, but he only drove like Citroens, Peugeots, and MGs.
Yeah, okay.
He wanted a challenge.
Yeah, you never went more than 5 miles on a drive.
This was
apparently.
supposed to compete against like probably E30 M Sports and stuff.
Okay.
Maybe even compete with E30 M3.
What
Like-
year is it?
It's a 1991,
91.
the last dance of Peugeot in the US.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, Mike Otari, he said he was struggling to keep up with this car, with this E34 M5 wagon
Yeah.
on a rally. So yeah,
Given Joe is much more aggressive on the throttle than my dad is.
Yep.
My dad's much more conservative and with
You throw
driving.
shade at
Did
your
you
dad,
drive?
dude?
Did you drive this at a rally? Already?
I haven't driven it, but I was behind it on my
okay.
first rally I ever went to in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dad's E34.
The same exact car.
If I did that exact car, yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And no, Joe like 10 tenths always. I mean, he knows the roads. He
You talking
drives
about
them
you,
hard.
Joe, or the other?
No, other Joe.
Because you're also crazy.
Well, I'm not as crazy anymore.
You drove
He's
a car off a cliff, bro.
Yeah, well, Joe hasn't fallen off a cliff. I have, and I stopped doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
He still does it.
Probably
He
a
still
good
does it.
thing
Yeah, well, yeah,
that
I
you
should.
did.
Yeah, I need to stop.
So you've been dailying this car?
yeah. Like, I mean, I've been like pining for the French car experience, so I'm gonna have all of it. So
As much as you can.
it's
until
been
it
a
explodes.
week. It's been a week, and I've driven like 300 miles in it,
Oh, that's pretty good.
dailying it everywhere, and my passenger loves it. It's a French car, so it rides beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has lesser squeaks in the interior than my Cayman, so that's good.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and also it won't start if I let it sit for 2 days, so I have to start it every day.
Yeah.
That's it.
It
Sorry,
needs its
French.
baguette in the morning.
Yep.
Yes, it's got its quirks and features.
Yeah.
The
What were you
horn.
saying?
Oh, one fun incident that happened was the first day after I took it at a grocery store. I was parking. There was a lot of cars in the parking lot, and I was parking into the spot. The horn got stuck on for a whole minute.
Is it a
While
fun
you were
horn?
parking?
Yeah,
Is it a-
because
is
of
it
the
a-
wiring for a whole minute until I did the steering like so many times.
Is it a fun horn or is it like just like a
It's a
regular?
very polite horn, but still it was
Like,
stuck on for like
It's a
a
French
whole
horn.
minute.
Excuse
the whole
me.
parking lot was staring at me. So yeah,
Look at there's a guy in a Peugeot.
Does it, yeah, I guess it's an airbag wheel, right?
no,
Oh, it's not?
it has ABS but no airbag.
Okay.
But yeah, the horn stopped working now.
Yeah, 91's the last year in America for airbags.
It might be easy to remove the horn
Or for
button
no
then
airbag.
and replace it. It's probably just a ground or something.
Yeah, it's a loose connection thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear the wire moving inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep, it's the French.
Well,
car.
I don't know if you need to talk about a marketplace find because you keep buying cars. I feel like we shouldn't let you look at Facebook Marketplace
Yeah.
anymore.
Or my HOA won't let me get anymore.
PJ's being evicted for owning too many cars.
We know that feeling. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Joe, what did you find on Facebook this week?
So it's not the most interesting thing in the world, but I found an F10 M5. And for those who are in the BMW community, the first generation or the first kind of year of the F10 M5, they came out with this pure metal silver edition where there was this like extremely fancy paint.
I did not know about this. It's really cool.
It was, I don't know exactly what kind of paint it was, but it was a $40,000 option.
There's only 50 of them?
Yeah, $40,000 option.
On
Just
an
for the
M5?
paint?
Just for the paint. Just for the paint.
Wow, that is beyond.
And I don't-
That's
I don't-
beyond PTS. Isn't PTS 20,000 plus?
It's extremely expensive. I don't remember what it was exactly.
Wow,
but
40,000?
what I can tell you is it was like an exponentially larger amount of layers of the paint, and I have a feeling it probably was painted at the Rolls-Royce factory.
Dude, imagine
because BMW was same.
needing to get a
But
panel.
40,000. So this car brand new was like 110 maybe.
Could you imagine
half the
damaging
price.
a body panel on this car?
Impossible. Yes, so expensive.
Imagine bringing this to a Cars and Coffee and bragging about how much.
Yeah, that's exactly when they first came out. I'm like, I can't believe they chose silver.
Yeah.
like pure metal silver. But anyway, it has a color change effect when if you
Like,
look
no,
at
I
it.
swear, mine's
I mean,
the
it does.
special one.
The car has a color change.
No, I know.
It looks a
It
little bit
does.
gunmetal.
You can tell.
It's a cool car.
I just mean
it's
at the
not
Cars
worth
and
the
Coffee,
money.
you'd be the guy being like, I swear mine's the rarest of them all.
The funny thing is, this car will probably go for, I don't know what it is right now, but it should go for like 50 grand.
It's sold
68,000.
for 68.
68.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
I really actually like this. I really like the wheel fitment.
I love the F10s. The
Yeah,
only
I
problem
think
with
they're
them
really
is
good
the
looking.
turbos in the middle of the
Don't they
V
fail?
melt
Yeah.
because they get too hot.
Isn't it a twin turbo?
It's a twin turbo, but both turbos to negate lag are in the middle of the V,
It's
in
just
the
like what
center of the
Mercedes
engine.
did with the
Hot
AMG
V.
GT.
So they overheat. So
Didn't
these-
Mercedes do? Mercedes did that with the AMG GT, right?
Yep, they
I
have the
couldn't
hot
tell
V
you.
now.
And they don't have
But
any issues with it.
That's the only problem with the car. Otherwise, it's a great car. I mean, these are awesome. I would totally daily one of these. They're really cool.
Yeah.
But pure metal silver, you don't ever see them, so I wanted to post it.
It looks very rich. The paint.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like double the layers of paint. I mean, it has a much
Lessons.
deeper.
It
The
has
car
that-
weighs 300 pounds more.
Yeah,
From
it's a
that
good
way.
car. $68,000. I mean, you're getting a really nice.
It's a
like-
2016 M5 though, dude, for 68,000. That's
Yeah, well, if you think about it, brand new, the
Photos, man,
$40,000.
They had 280 photos on this
Yeah.
listing. That's
$40,000 of paint. That's insane. So that's why I'm saying not super interesting, but it is an extremely rare example of like a
One
kind
of
of
50.
a very quirky car.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty cool. Pretty
So
cool.
that was my one.
I don't know if it's ever going to be like a future classic.
No, never.
because it's just so
Never.
random and
Maybe this one will, but not. any.
maybe to the enthusiasts.
They made a lot of special editions of that M5. They made a 30 year, or not 30 year. They made like a specific like anniversary for the car. They had so many. They had a Frozen edition. Like it's like you know,
BMW doesn't do PTS, right? Like, do they?
They do,
yeah,
but you-
individual.
but you have to like.
Stupid
It's
money.
extremely like.
That's
you
like
know.
twice as expensive of Porsche PTS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bet
40K.
like an individual BMW would not be $40,000. But it's a good question. I don't even know what that would be. I mean, you never see them ever.
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty expensive.
I prefer my car that I found. Why is it not clicking?
Copy and paste it.
Dude, this is the biggest link I've ever seen in my life.
There you
Oh.
go.
Is that one of them John Deere's?
I've been trying to whip a tractor for a long time. I'm actually really keen on a tractor. Every time I go to like, I don't know, anywhere and I see people driving their tractors like, you know, on the edge of their farmland from like one end of their crop to the other down the road, I'm like, what is it like? What do you think it's like to drive a tractor everywhere?
It's probably agony.
Yeah.
It's probably
I'm sure it's horrible.
It's fucking hot.
You know, I'm talking
Yeah.
about being like the shitty tourist experiential thing where you go drive a tractor for 5 miles and you're
yeah,
like,
that poor
was so
John Deere
fun."
is probably running at 10 tenths going 3 miles an hour.
Getting
I mean, it looks
fucking
like
bit
it's a
by all these
closed
deer
cockpit with
ticks.
AC.
Yeah,
Has AC?
Isn't that air conditioned? Like it's a closed cockpit.
it looks like it. I don't know if it has AC. It doesn't say AC over here.
Okay.
135 horsepower and paid time off.
Yeah, but you know it's all like low range gearing.
It's in San Jose. Should I go look at it?
Yeah, you should.
Is that how you buy a tractor? Oh, it only has 2,800 miles on it.
No, 2,800 hours.
Or hours on it, excuse me.
It probably
hours.
has
It's like a racing. It's like a racing motor.
Yeah.
Like you rate race cars by the number of hours they've been run.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I wouldn't drive it.
Honestly, it just
Look at all
popped
those
up
levers.
in the top of my feed and nothing else came up interesting. So I was like, whatever, John Deere. I remember being a kid though, and my parents like they like landscaped their backyard or something, and there was like a couple cat like backhoes back there at one point, and I would just like play on them and like open up the engine compartments and just fuck with them, and they're all covered in like grease and oil and stuff. I always thought they were fun.
Yeah, this is basically 300 SD if it was a tractor. Just thing that moves and that's it.
You mean this is a 300 ST?
Yeah, it just is thing that moves and that's all it does. It just moves.
And it never stops.
It moves and if it stops, it's over. It's gone.
Okay.
Oh my, I have a highly controversial.
Oh, this is a good one.
It's a good color.
Yeah, Donald J. Trump's
He did nothing wrong.
No.
1997 Diablo Roadster.
It is a cool spec.
It's got a plate on the door that says
His name?
Donald Trump's Diablo
Oh,
or something
no.
like that.
I mean, it's a smart thing to sell on an auction
I
platform.
don't see him in one of these cars.
I don't. Yeah. And did he really own it?
How many
you go
miles?
to
No,
the
there's
description?
photos of him with it.
Really?
I remember this car because
Oh,
there's like a photo of
that's
him.
kinda cool.
Maybe it's not this exact Diablo, but he had a Lamborghini, and I remember there being photos from like the 90s.
His
or
butt was there.
early
That's kind of that
2000s.
makes sense. Kind of wrinkly.
Let's Google it.
It's got some miles on it. It's got 15,000 miles.
15,000 miles. Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Where is it? Look at all the photos of it.
That,
I don't know how many people
the
you fired in
YouTube,
that.
the YouTube clip.
Oh, this is the one I was thinking of.
Ooh,
Yeah. Is that the same car?
gas was 129.
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah.
Same color.
That's
Same
it.
interior.
This is the photo I've seen. Yeah.
Interesting.
Damn. Those were the
Gas.
good days with gas.
Yeah.
man.
Gas prices and
Man,
whatever.
he's
remember that.
always been looking like a ugly ass motherfucker.
Hey, dude, when you're that
Look at
wealthy,
this
it doesn't matter
fucking
what you
guy.
look like.
But is he really wealthy?
I don't know.
Yeah, let the facts show.
I wish I could tell you.
What is he? Nobody knows. Okay, well, this is not a political podcast.
Is it currently for sale or is it? Yeah,
It's going to
January
come
20th.
up on the Scottsdale auctions. End of
At
this
no
month.
reserve?
You got to wonder
I
why
guess-
they covered that seat but not the driver's seat.
Might have just been for that photo.
Go to the description down below. It says there was a plaque on it. Yeah, Donald Trump 1997 Diablo plaque on the door.
Wow. There's got to be a photo of it.
It's only
These are
$4.90.
underappreciated cars.
They're really cool.
Yeah, they're underappreciated.
I mean, but
looks,
they're probably equally as horrendous to drive as the Mercy.
yeah.
Yeah,
I bet
these
they're
are-
probably a little better, but they're
Yeah.
but they're.
I mean,
they
they're
have like
huge.
amazing sense of occasion.
They're,
Yeah,
well, that's
yeah,
why
The
you buy
rear
one,
is so
but-
wide.
but
you want
like-
a Countach, but you don't want something that's like extreme.
Oh, there it is.
Diablo.
That's just a sticker.
That's stupid as hell.
That just looks like a sticker.
That sucks. That sucks. That's a
So
letdown.
the $5,000 option.
That's a letdown. Yeah.
That
that's
was a
unfortunate.
$5,000 option?
No, I'm just kidding.
It probably was. It looks like a little plastic sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, is that another one?
No, that's just a
US edition.
US
Okay.
Yeah.
Lamborghini. So airbags. and
$500
shit.
million option, and it comes with.
It's got
Cool
a
cars.
presidential seal
Look at
on it.
this.
Is that an amplifier?
The amp has V12 DC straight.
Oh, no.
What's DC?
Wow,
Right.
that's interesting.
I don't know. They just put V12 on it because it's a V12.
Apparently, it has mileage discrepancy in 2003.
Of course, it's owned by Trump. What do you expect? Of course, that motherfucker
There
rolled
are
the shit
other
back.
Is this
Now
also
that-
you?
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, I saw that.
I also had like a Michael Jordan BMW 8 Series that was on sale.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is pretty cool. I saw
This should go for money. I mean, he was. There's pictures
Sold
of him getting pulled over, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is
This
like
car
a-
was pretty. He's been.
Oh, $108,000
with this car for
a lot
so-
of money. That's a lot of money for one of these.
Yeah.
It's a manual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
6
yeah.
speed.
But a
Yeah.
CSI
But
is
it's a
like
CSI.
a CSI is 120. This one
That's
for
an
100.
850i.
This is
This
just
is-
an eye.
This is
Standard.
basic, yeah.
Yeah.
So 108,000 is extremely a lot. That's a lot
Somebody
of money
bought
for
this
one.
for the name.
Yeah,
And-
they bought
and-
this too.
And a meme listing. So
Oh, yeah,
2023 is Corvette Z06, which is entirely covered.
Yeah.
And there's a comment below it that asks, why is the car wearing a diaper?
Thank you, Trash
I
Miner.
saw this when it came up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Sean.
Sean.
Dude,
Let's end
so
it with
you
a
know,
high note.
as you guys know, is
Let's see
I've
what Sean
been in the
got.
market for a
TV, right?
A
Bro, this
Charger.
is gonna be so
A Charger?
much-
Yeah, dude, and especially like a wide body because you know the
The new one?
Demon, the 170s are
Yeah.
so hot right now.
Red Eye or something like that?
Yeah, so I actually found this.
No misfires.
No misfires at all, bro. This is a 2011.
This Dodge. You guys have gone too far, man. You got to go back.
None of these are owned
haven't
by
gone
people,
anywhere.
right?
Yeah. So I've actually found one that was actually custom wide bodied. It's pretty freaking sick
Oh,
because
sick.
if you look at the weight, dude,
we
you got to
go?
go back, dude. Where's the
I'm
picture?
not. I haven't moved the. I have not changed the.
Click
thing.
on the
Just
go
go
back.
to the-
Hit the back button.
Is this a
This?
take?
No, not the back button. That back button.
This is
Yeah.
the first thing on the listing.
Okay, go next. Help me, bro. Help me, bro. You look at that, dude. Look at that custom wide body, bro.
Wow.
Is that paper mache? Is that paper mache?
quality?
It looks like it's just like Bondo.
It's a takeover car, 100%.
Did you
Let's check it
say
out though. Let's
custom?
read it. Last
Right.
day to sell.
Wrecked 2011. It's a takeover car.
Can
Damn,
drive,
dude,
but
it's
the
today. Last day to sell is today. Offer
Yeah.
him $300. See what happens.
Is damaged due to wreck.
Engine and trains
Perfect
perfect condition. I don't know if I
condition,
believe
bro.
that.
Tie rod
Body damage
damage.
and tie rod damage to drivers.
That's
What?
that's exactly what happens to takeover
Wait,
cars.
wait. Tie rod damage to driver's rear and trunk?
Sideshows.
I'm confused. Yeah, it just slid into something. Head's redone at Headworks.
Look
Nashville.
New lifters.
and look, dude. I will not entertain low ballers or jokesters.
Should I message this guy right now?
This car. Look what he says
I
though.
will fly to Nashville right now.
Go back. This car was nowhere near done as far as the custom wide body kit or the cosmetics.
What?
And that's where the money is, bro. Come on. Dude.
Wow.
Should I message him? Hi, I'm a jokester. I'll give you 16.
I will buy your
I'll
car for
buy your
$100.
shit.
I want to buy your rare car.
Dude, you got to appreciate the body work. In there,
Oh
though,
my
man.
It has
God.
Lamborghini.
Dude,
the
people are
plastic.
so. Is this cheese?
It's paper mache.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Wow.
Respect. The
It
hustle,
it must
man.
have been foam, right? And he was trying to shave it down and then paint it.
He tried to do it himself.
Yeah, totally. Look at the masking tape.
He's like, I could do this shit.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Has the air intake. That's pretty cool.
He's like, I want it wider.
Wider.
I said wider.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's missing some parts.
Just a
the
couple.
the trunklet paint is good.
He says that the body work is nowhere near done.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, he's not lying.
Spit in facts.
It's not even
He's
done.
telling the truth.
Not at
There's
all.
no
Look at the
bumpers.
tires. Look at the tires.
Is that the carcass?
Sideshow.
That is
Sideshow
why
activity.
he has no body panels.
Yeah.
Oh my
Is this a
god!
is this a junkyard?
It looks like it. There's a lot
It
of
looks like a
trash.
backyard.
Wow.
Looks like some kind of
Like
This is a good
Kentucky
find.
backyard.
This is a
Sean,
good find.
how did you find? Sean
Bro,
found
it's-
this in like 1 minute.
Dude, it's a talent, bro. I know where to find good deals, man. I know where to find them.
That is
Oh my
insane,
God.
man.
that mat is so neat.
Wow.
Fire it up, my boy.
All right. Let's go on to some real car decisions.
All right, we're doing copper drop.
Copper drop,
this
baby.
week. So I found two groupings of selections from BAT. One from Cars and Bids. We'll go straight into the Tuner Boy
Fat Tuner Boy edition.
Bring a Trailer. So there's
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
different cars.
All right.
You tell me which one you choose and why.
All right.
So Nissan 300ZX.
These are really interesting cars, and I think they're still outrageously underappreciated.
Twin
because
turbo.
they're incredibly complicated.
and it's the twin turbo.
Sequential turbocharger.
Yeah, they're really complicated cars. I know they're like impossible to fix when they
Yeah.
break.
Rear wheel steering, maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think, did they? I thought they had rear wheel steering.
So
I'm not sure if this one does, but
Yeah.
my dad used to have one of these, and I remember he brought it in from LA, and I was just driving around here in Berkeley, and dude, I was smashing it around the corners.
Yeah, it has four wheel
Parked
steering.
it. Had neighbors come up to our door.
Hey, your son.
Is that you driving the Z? Whoops, my bad.
They're fun cars, right?
Dude, they're awesome cars.
If
man.
aged
and they're
beautifully.
really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300 horsepower is pretty good for 1990.
VG30,
Yeah, it's insanely
GT6.
Yeah.
I mean the E34 was
I know
producing
that-
315 to 340, but
Yeah, people were modding these for like, obviously this was like big tuner 90s era.
Yeah,
People were modifying these like to the moon
man.
at the time. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
people
with
have
the twin turbo like that, you know.
built some crazy stuff with upgraded turbos.
Dude, if I would have saw this on BAT, I probably would have bid on this one.
Really?
Especially at that price.
37.
Dude.
This is a good
pretty
one.
nice.
And the yellow, too?
This is a good example.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yellow
sure.
is very
Twin
cool.
turbo, yeah.
Car's perfect.
57,000 miles is pretty good mileage.
And Wob is a really well-known seller too.
Yeah, that's true. Is he Seattle or no?
No,
LA.
it was Sacramento.
Yeah.
Or Thousand Oaks.
Thousand
wherever
Oaks
that
is that SAC?
I wish I could tell you. I don't know. He's been on a couple
No,
of my
that's
cars.
that's
LA.
Domino's LA.
Yeah, it's outside.
Yeah.
He's been on like 2 of my BMWs.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah,
then
that's a cool
anyway,
one, okay.
the next the competition is an
Oh,
R32,
this is tough.
This is a VR6.
Yeah,
and it's still for sale currently at $15,000, which is nothing.
it'll
'cause
probably
it's
go for
4
like
days from now,
30s, 40s. What do you think?
which is a good. I mean, the 300ZX for those wondering went for 37. So I figured this was
it's a good enough comp. I mean, this is 14 years newer.
yeah, but you're getting like a different experience, but you're still getting
man, that's
tuner
tough.
stuff.
I
You know,
love hatchbacks.
Ooh, nice seats.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
These
yeah.
things
The
are
R32
so
is the one to
cool.
get if you're looking at the Mark
This
Fives.
is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Sean, there's your big shifter.
Yeah.
Found it. Oh man, that's tough. Is this modified?
Yeah, this is highly modified, but so is the 300. It was modified with like different injectors and turbos and all that stuff.
People do crazy shit to the VR.
Yeah, you
The
can put, you
bumper
can
is
make
different.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
intake on the fogs or something like that. I have my answer.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
VR6.
Yeah, I'm going VR6. Sean,
One
you
of the
going
best.
Oh,
300?
dude, I'm copping the Z all
yeah,
day.
I think I would choose
I
the Z. I think I would choose the Z
So we're
just
50
because.
You and I are big like hatchback wagon people.
Yeah.
I
feel
like
And
I
I-
like the Golf, but like I think I would pick a different Golf first.
Yeah,
I just
Yeah.
want a different noise. The VR6 noise is unlike anything
it's
else.
really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
Are these
that's a
turboed?
tough decision for
Are
me.
they
though.
naturally aspirated?
No, these are NA, right?
And
yeah, I
yep.
don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Which I think
Jacob
is really
one.
cool.
The
Jacob has
Z,
one,
you're
right?
crushing cars and coffee.
He has the next generation.
Yeah, people don't really care about the
His Mark
R32s that
6.
much, but I think they're cool. And I do think this is a really, really good looking generation.
Yep.
I know some. It's
I took my driving
I just
test
think of
in this
Mike's
generation.
with he had the HPF one or whatever.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
crazy one.
That's
yeah.
that's the one to get.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the 300. That's a very good comp there.
Yeah,
Joe.
they're split in half.
Okay, what do we got on premium
So
edition?
for premium, I just picked 2 different renditions of
Oh, a
365.
365.
Yeah,
Wait,
two different renditions of it. GT4 and a GT.
These are like Robert's wheelhouse now.
Yeah.
No, I mean they're not my wheelhouse, but maybe one day.
Why is this called a 365? It looks like a 330.
It has
So the 365 is the update to the 330.
Headlights are covered. Okay.
But this is a 2 plus. I already know my answer. I don't think I would ever buy a 2 plus.
and then show at least the
Pretty cool,
the boxer too.
Wow.
Um,
Oh, the engine.
Go back
is a
the other
box.
one.
so for anybody wondering, I know I'm just
Okay,
curious
my
about
bad.
this. The 365s, people really love the 365s because they are like everything the 330 is, but with all the updates, it needs to be really good.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're looking at is a 69 Ferrari 365.
These
2
photos
plus
are
2.
pretty phenomenal. That's a good. That's a pretty
This
good-
is sold. The seller is the same person that sold my red wagon too.
Huh.
So
cool.
he's really well known.
The only problem with the 36, like the 2 plus 2s, the 365 2
that
plus 2s.
rear end is nasty.
Yeah, it's just like it seems like when
It's
you look at like
The
a
last third of it.
like a real 365, like a non 2 plus, it's really a lot prettier.
Yeah.
The GTB Daytona. Oh, this one. Okay.
Wait, did I just spew a bunch of bullshit?
Yeah.
No. GTC. You're thinking of the GTB. That's the Daytona, right?
Yeah.
The
GTB slash
the
4.
365 GTC.
Daytona. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 5, not 3, you idiot. See, the roof line is like just way. It just basically looks like a 330. There's a
Mhm.
couple like just like
Yep.
factors that.
Open headlights.
But that's a non 2 plus. See how much better. Oh, you can't see shit. That's a non
There you
2
go.
plus
Yeah.
rear end.
That looks more
Which is
proportional.
way better.
Yeah.
Than 2 plus 2.
yeah, and I'm comparing it with a GTB or GT4 boxer
Berlinetta
Mhm.
box.
365. It's cool because it's a little bit different than the 512 in that there's different headlight design, taillight designs and stuff. It's a cool car, but like apparently they're not as good as like a lot of people think.
Yeah, a
they
lot
are.
of people don't like them.
I
I think I can't remember if it's Derek or Taz, but one of them doesn't really like these that much.
You
I
know.
like them. I think they're really cool looking.
And
Yeah,
they-
like the 512 is the one to get.
Any boxer Ferrari I like a
Yeah,
lot.
the 512 is the one to get, but the 365 is still cool.
Yeah.
Initially, I liked the front end. of this car.
I love the back
but
end
the
of this
rear
car.
end to me, the proportion
I
of the
think
rear
it's-
end is even worse than the other
I think
one.
that's
Oh, you
so
mean
that
cool.
right there.
Yeah,
It looks like a Fiero kit car.
Yeah,
It's a GT4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
four.
Is that a Fiero?
yeah, it is. They're really weird looking side profiles.
Yeah.
I
Two-tone
would still
stuff.
take the 365, but I'd rather have a 512.
I'll take the older car.
I like the 2+2.
If
just
you
'cause
wanna
I'm-
buy a
if I'm
Ferrari-
gonna buy Ferrari, I like the GT stuff.
I'd take the 2+2.
If you want to buy a really good Ferrari, buy one of these.
Are you self-plugging?
No, here's a good 365.
Yeah, there you go.
Where's the other one? This thing is cool. The 512 TRs are cool.
Good Ferrari,
Okay, I'm back.
bad Ferrari.
Sorry.
Okay, the last one. I think this is probably going to be. These are completely different, but I wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were.
Cool.
So this is
Man, I've
Gen
always
1,
wanted one of these.
Gen 1 Lotus Elise. But guess what? This is the kicker. This has a
Oh,
Civic
it is the
Type-
ITR swap.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So this is like insanely sick. Like
Wow.
it has an ITR swap, which is way hotter than.
Wait, from which generation?
First
Oh,
gen.
ITR. Sorry, I was thinking CTR.
It's a Civic Type R.
Yeah.
Or Integra. It's same
Integra.
thing. You know.
That's a
It's
good. Those
like-
rev to like 9,200.
Yeah, and it's
right?
like 195
It's
horsepower.
like
Is it
Jason
92?
Camisa's dream, this car.
Yeah,
Shaun?
this is like the perfect.
What do ITRs
Lotus.
rev to? Isn't it like over 9?
I have no idea.
I mean, you can drive it as much as you want. It's a Honda.
Where's fuel cutoff?
There you go.
Oh, 85. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's still pretty good.
That's 2001, but it doesn't matter. It's whatever. But like, yeah. So I picked this, and then I picked something totally different.
Can we
Try
click
and-
through some of the photos?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
always thought these were really. I've seen one. There's somebody in the Bay Area that has an orange one. You know, like the launch spec color.
Yep.
They're pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. So
cars.
the Honda swap is super cool. This is like probably the
Dude,
perfect
look at,
back
it
road
looks
car.
like a little toy car.
Yeah, it's probably the perfect back road
And,
car.
and it's
period.
finally going to sound amazing.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Can we get an engine bay photo, please? Where are they at?
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
That's
Some fiberglass is missing.
It's okay. It's a Lotus. That's not what it's about.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right?
who needs it?
It's weight savings. It's the Porsche RS approach.
Oh, yeah.
Here you
there
go.
it is.
Man,
Sweet.
that's cool.
Fits pretty good in there. I mean, like it seems like the weight
fits really
distribution's
well,
kind of
yeah.
off in there, but
Oh, it towards the back. You
yeah,
mean?
it seems like it's like skewed. I mean, I don't really know
Towards
where
the
I'm-
left?
what I'm looking, but it looks towards the left to me.
This is probably.
That's the
I would
transaxle,
assume
or
there's.
transmission?
Yeah, the transmission's over here, so it probably makes up the difference.
Good. Good car.
Yeah, good find. Okay, what's the other one? Sorry.
Totally different car,
Oh wow. Okay.
but
do you think they're gonna go for the same money?
E6.
I would probably relatively sold for
So
43.
this is sold for 43, sold for 20.
Way that was a deal. Then.
Wow.
That's a
Okay, if
deal.
I was gonna spend 20 grand, I would buy this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out if you
Bro,
would.
don't these blow turbos or something? Don't these have like huge?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I thought this generation of AMGs had
Is this-
like catastrophic failures. I don't know. Maybe I'm spewing nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I would personally probably go with the Lotus, but I
Yeah.
was
What are you
curious
guys? What are
to
you
know.
guys thinking?
yeah, the Lotus
Shaun?
is like a perfect combination. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best chassis, best engine.
What's
You know-
the ITR motor? It's like 200 horsepower.
Yeah, it's about 200. I think 195.
It's pretty good.
It's more than the stock engine.
Yeah.
Sean, what are you going with?
Oh, definitely with the Lotus.
Yeah, me too.
You know, for a driving
Did
car,
it
Lotus.
have doors,
if I'm-
or do you have to jump over the?
Yeah.
No, it has doors, right?
Yeah,
Does
that's
have
doors.
doors combined.
if I
Yeah,
wanna,
I mean that thing's just really. If it was like a stock Series 1 Elise, maybe it would be a harder decision. But
if
Rover
I'm looking
engine.
for a quiet night with my AI girlfriend, let's go to the Benz.
did you guys ever see Her, the movie?
Yeah.
No.
We're
but-
walking into that. Okay. Joe, you want to read us you can't read us our scenario. Okay, so for our scenarios this week, I will read them because half of that screen is blocked. Joe, is this yours or
Yep.
BJ?
Mhm.
Okay. All liquid fuel powered cars will be banned in 2025. That's really soon. You get one last drive in any car of your choice in any location. The drive can only last one day. What are you driving and where will you be? Oh, VJ answered it publicly.
I'm gonna take my Honda Beat on Highway 1 all the way from Seattle to LA.
It's
That's a fun one.
Highway 1, Highway 9, Highway 84.
Yeah.
And then there's this new technology wherein you can burn gaseous high pressure hydrogen inside an internal combustion engine. So it says liquid fuel is banned, so you can use gaseous fuel.
Oh, that's smart.
And I'm
That's
going to
smart.
make it a hydrogen conversion.
Mhm.
So it just sounds like the same gas car. The fuel system would be different. That's it.
I think I'd want to do a cannonball run and try to beat the 24-hour mark in like something insane, like a McLaren F1, and just find some way to do 200 plus miles an hour
Yeah.
Yeah.
most of the time, which is obviously impossible, but something like that. I feel like if I only get one day of driving, I think I'd rather just make it like some landmark event like that.
Dude, I am gonna take one of those semi trucks that they convert to like a race car, and they put those big ass jet engines in
With
the back
massive exhaust.
of it. Dude, hell yeah, bro!
The like 6-inch wide exhaust
Set a
pipes
land
stacked.
speed record at Lake
At
Lake
Bonneville?
Salt Lake.
Oh
And then
no, I'm
just
setting a land speed record right here on 80.
Like at the Coliseum.
Record on 80. That's great. That's a
He'll
great
set a
way.
land speed record at Noel at Golden Gate Fields.
We have 1,400 miles an hour on 680, and you still get caught by a stray bullet.
Yeah, dude, I'm going all the way.
He'll go to the future.
That's a good one.
I'm probably
I
going
guess
with
find the least fuel efficient thing possible.
Yeah,
It's
just
kind of
the
like
loudest.
the McLaren F1. Doing a McLaren F1 on a cannonball run probably eats like hundreds of gallons of gas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to mimic VJ. I'm going to go down Highway 1 all the way from north to south and back probably as long as I can. And probably 250 California or something.
Oh yeah.
Just I get the open top
Oh, I don't
experience.
know
I
why
can
I
hear
didn't
the
think
V12.
about like a GTO, like a 250 GTO or some
Yeah.
crazy like
Yeah.
60s car.
Right.
That's a good idea.
That'd
The
be
California.
me. Just to
Spider.
experience the noises and the feelings before they were banned.
Yeah, that's a
And
good
then
idea.
just convert it to hydrogen.
And that's a good point. I should have thought about that.
Call
Yeah.
Porsche
Yeah.
alternative fuels. I
Yeah.
guess those are mostly liquid though.
Yeah, they're all biofuels are liquid.
That's a fun one, Joe. What else we got? Anybody got like some closing remarks? Shaun, when do I get to drift?
Go
your
buy
SLC?
the cheap Teslas if
Go
you're
buy the
looking
cheap
for.
Teslas.
Yes,
You're
it's
gonna
a great deal.
This is consumer advice.
Yes.
No, man, I don't have anything other than
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. 2024 is going to be a big year for Valt. As Joe mentioned,
Big
we're going
things
to be
coming.
bringing a shit ton of events, mixers, runs. I mean,
Everything in between.
rallies,
Curated
everything in
stuff,
between.
Yeah.
Everything.
Flagship stuff, everything.
All the things you want.
Cool. I don't
Other
have
than
anything
that,
else.
I'm good. With that,
Come buy a 512 TR.
later.
See ya.